first of all, for all of you being here this morning. We have a few minutes while the news is on WJR that we can slip in ahead of the next hour of Paul W. Smith. And thanks, Paul, for coming out this morning, pal. I appreciate it.
Anything for you, Bruce.
All right, Paul W. Smith. I want to welcome you to the beginning. The race is primarily successful because of one lady who is our race director. We went to her 5 years ago, and she was part of the criminal organization, and we bought some of her time. Now we have her full-time. She's our permanent full-time director now down here in the Brooksie Way. She works out of the Crittenden office, and the things that are happening with the race now are directly attributable to her leadership. The registration is up by 170%. The race itself and the party afterwards, the race party, promises to be an attraction, a bigger one this year. I said 6,000, over 6,000 runners. The 5K race, they used to get a ribbon for the first time. If you finish the 5K, we now have a medal to give you, and we're going to show you the medals this morning. They're absolutely incredible artwork on these medals. They're collector's items, and the runners will want to finish because they get this incredibly beautifully designed race medal. And then we have another event. It's called the electronic finishing message. When you cross the finish line, something I wouldn't know. If you have a chip, it automatically sends a message to anybody you've programmed in advance to your family, friends, or other runners that you've completed the race. It's electronic finishing messaging component. So it's pretty clever, high tech. That's the kind of stuff that person brings to our event. So Deb, come up here and say hello to this audience and our race director.
Good morning. Thanks for coming out so early this morning. On behalf of the entire Brooksie Way race team, I would like to welcome you, and I have a few headlines to share with you from the 5th running of the Brooksie Way presented by Health Plus of Michigan. A few of our headlines. 5 years ago, we debuted as the largest first-time running event in the state's history. We've continued to grow every year, more and more, as Brooks alluded to. But what I haven't shared with Brooks is that this year on September 30th, we expect to welcome the 30,000th finisher across the Brooksie Way finish line. On race day, we intend to honor all of the men and women who have run every of those Brooksie races, run or walked. I have to be sure to include the walkers because walkers are very important and they're the fastest growing component of the race.
Yes, we are.
We will honor you and your compatriots, everyone who's been involved with every Brooksie Way by special runner bibs and recognition at the start line. I expect we'll have 200 to 300 folks. We won't name them all at the start line. I don't want to scare you, Michael. But we will recognize everybody who's run every race. And as always, the Brooksie Way offers cutting-edge race technology for our participants. I'd like to share with you a couple of those features. As always, we will offer the chip in the bib bead tag. The timing chip is embedded on the back of the bib. If you've been a runner for a while, you'll know that you used to have to tie the chip to your shoelace or clip it off at the end of the race. This is no muss, no fuss racing. It's embedded in the back of the bib and it registers automatically as long as you have it on from here down when you cross the finish line. Brooks also mentioned the electronic finisher messaging. Every runner or walker in a timed race on Brooksie Day, half marathon or 5K, will be able to select 5 friends and family members to send a text, email, or Twitter message with your finish time automatically when you cross the finish line. Another headline from the race is kind of cool. We call it Music Every Mile. This year, dozens of course entertainers will be located along the 5K and half marathon courses, and we will have everything from rock to pop to country to pep bands to drum lines and even a jazz singer on the course. So you name it, you'll hear it on the Brooksie Way course this year. Also, we always like to pay attention to trends in the world of road racing, and we know that the year 2012 is the year, thanks to Paul Coughlin and his vast knowledge of the sport, it's the year of the bright, hot colors in road race apparel. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the official Brooksie Way half marathon T-shirt. Every half marathon runner or walker will receive this, and this is modeled by none other than the winner of last year's Brooksie Way Half Marathon, Shane Logan. And as mentioned, once again, our Health and Fitness Expo will be located at the OU Rec Center, and I'm pleased to welcome a new sponsor. Crittenden has stepped up as the official sponsor of the Brooksie Way Expo. We will have over 50 vendor booths and something for the entire family, including the Brooksie Way Pasta Party featuring food from Italia Gardens. And let me introduce you quickly to the race team. Rick Holgerheide is our post-race team captain. You'll find Rick running back and forth between the Myers truck and the post-race party on race day, and we call him the answer man. And if there's a question you have, if you see Rick, he has answer man literally on the back of his shirt, and he can probably help you out. Rick alone brings 35 years with the CRIM road race management experience, and he's all with us for the Brooksie Way this year, so it's nice to have Rick on board. Sure, 35 years, you got it. That deserves it. If you'd like to train for the Brooksie Way or volunteer on race day, you should know Sue Barnes. Sue is our training program coordinator, community outreach coordinator, and she has asked me to tell you that the Brooksie Way training program is accepting applications until mid-June with a kickoff of June 7th. And in fact, we have our first event from the training program tonight at the Auburn Hills Community Center. It's our placement night and expo, and you can come out and register. And we do have training applications along with race applications and samples of the B-Tag available in media kits from Christine Moulton, who's the newest member of the Brooksie Way race team, at the door. And she probably can't hear me, but Christine is sitting out there. Oh, there she is. Yay, Christine. Pam Tremble is our graphic designer and expo coordinator, and also this morning she's a lady with a camera in the back, and Pam is recruiting vendors for our Crittenden Expo, and information on the expo will be available on the website. So if your company would like to have a booth within the expo, please contact Pam through the website. And finally, the voice of the Brooksie Way on race morning is here with us this morning. He's announced at the CRIM for many, many years, and he has been the official announcer of the Brooksie Way since year one. Michael Dock. Michael Dock is the voice you hear at the start line on race day. And you know, it definitely takes more than a village to produce a world-class running event like the Brooksie Way. We have over 700 volunteers on race day that help the race staff. And in addition, we are blessed with tremendous community support along the way. We could not do this without the support of our volunteers and our community members. And I'd like to recognize one group of folks, our community organizing committee, that have been meeting once a month all year long. They're seated to my left, and our chair is Linda Davis-Kirksey. So thanks to all of you and your tremendous work that you do for us all year long. Sherry Heine, Brian Burney, thank you so much, everyone who's with us from the Community Organizing Committee. Now, probably the biggest headline for us this year is the fact that beginning this year, beginning today, we will unveil every year a new race logo. The Brooksie Way logo will continue to represent all of the good works of the Brooksie Way Foundation, but every year we'll unveil a race logo that will appear on the shirts, on the collectible mugs, on the medals, and all of the items related to that year's race. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2012 Brooksie Way presented by Health Plus of Michigan. Now, to go along with the logo, one of the most prized possessions of every half marathon finisher on race day is the race medal. And as Brooks has alluded to, I've showed this to a few folks, and I am pleased as punch with this year's race medal. It's a sun catcher design, and the patches here, I'll be able to have you get a tight shot of Michigan runner. Any of you, the media here, run Michigan. If you'd like to get a tighter shot of the medal, I'll have one with Christine as you leave this morning, and you can certainly get a shot of it. It's a sun catcher, beautiful colors, beautiful blue ribbon. So that's something to strive for as you cross the finish line at the half marathon this year.